happening, Shins? How you guys doing today? I'm really tired today. But hey, there's a lot of you here now actually. That video from yesterday, the earthquake, that really popped up my subscriber count. So welcome to the Phoenix 97 channel where we do stuff, I guess. But what I wanted to talk about, actually, this is what a lot of you were asking me about yesterday in the video, like in the comment section. You guys said, hey, I kind of want to hear about the dating scene at your university. I wasn't necessarily talking about the dating scene at Sophia. I was talking about why I was so bored of the weekend, and that's because, you know, I'm single and everyone else I know at my school I'm really close friends with has a boyfriend or girlfriend. But what I was saying in the video was, maybe, I don't know, how should I go about this? That earthquake yesterday really screwed up my train of thought, and it still screws up my train of thought even today. But what happened was I was asking a few friends yesterday if I could, not yesterday, over the weekend, if I could hang out with them, and you know, the only time I was able to hang out with somebody was with YouTuber friends, which is okay and cool and all, but I would really like to be more closer to my community, you know, my school community. And that's tough to do if you're a foreigner, sometimes. You know, most of my friends are returnees or people who are very internationalized. So I think out of all my friends I have at my university, I think almost all but 2 or 3 have a boyfriend or girlfriend. That's seriously, that's saying a lot though. You know, what I was saying yesterday though was like the more pure Japanese type people, the Jun Japa type, they don't really have much dating experience. And this is what I was getting into yesterday before the earthquake struck. Is there gonna be another earthquake? Okay, good. We're not going to be shaking around. What I was saying was, when I meet people for the first time and stuff like that, they ask me about, you know, what's life in America. And a lot of the students at my school are like the Jun Japa type, the pure Japanese type, and you know, they don't really have much dating experience. What I was saying yesterday was most Japanese students get their first boyfriend or girlfriend when they're 18 and you know, their freshman year of university or college, whatever you like to call it. Whereas in America, we start dating very young. We get our first boyfriend or girlfriend when we are in, you know, sophomore year of high school, or even earlier sometimes. Obviously, that correlates to, you know, sexual activity. That also increases, or the amount of sexual partners that Americans on average have over time versus the Japanese statistic itself. And the fact that Americans are more open-minded about sexuality, about relationships, about anything really, is, like I've said, it's terrifying to some Japanese girls, which is sometimes very difficult for me. And what I was saying, like right before the earthquake hit, is when you start talking about your history, then the earthquake hit, right? Yesterday. When you start talking about your sexual history or relationship history with a girl you're interested in, she gets terrified. And, you know, unless she's into that kind of stuff, she doesn't want really to have anything to do with you. That's been the problem, you know, that's why I've been single. And one of the girls I was trying to talk to over the weekend, she has a boyfriend, and I was asking her if she wanted to hang out with a group of people and stuff like that so I can make more friends and stuff. She said, well, I'm busy with my boyfriend. Don't you have a girlfriend yourself? I was like, you're asking me this? You know, I don't know. It's difficult, honestly, because like the dating scene at my university is really strange. Sometimes there's trends. Like when I first came to Sophia, there was a trend where students would date someone they were in, you know, they were friends with in elementary school or middle school, and then last year there's a trend where you dated someone from, I don't know, a different university, I don't know what it was, a university or someone from a completely different prefecture. I forgot what it was, but it was some sort of trend, and then I don't know what the trend is this year because, you know, everyone I know is dating someone, it seems like kind of randomly. So it just kind of pops up out of nowhere. I didn't really ask who my friend's new partner is or whatever. The 2 girls I was in a really long relationship with during my time here in Japan, one was from Waseda and the other one was working. You know, this is just an open fact. You know, I don't really care what you guys take of it. One girl was older than me, she was working. The other girl was younger than me by a year. So, you know, that's not the point. The point is, like, both of those girls were very internationalized. Like, on the inside, they were totally American. And that's, you know, it's a little bit different from pretty much every other Japanese person. And for a foreigner who comes to a university and you're very much interested in dating, you know, a Japanese person, which, you know, don't be ashamed of that. You know, this is, you know, you come to Japan, you're meeting all the girls here in Japan. You know, don't be ashamed of it. Just don't be a douchebag about it. That's, you know, don't be Julian Blank about it, right? You know, don't be ashamed to say that you are very much interested in dating some of the local girls. Or if you're a female foreign exchange student, you're interested in men, and you want to date a local boy, yeah, don't be ashamed of it. Just don't be obsessive about it. But like, you might have some trouble, because like every guy I've seen date a girl, very rarely do they date someone who would be categorized as someone who's pure Japanese, which is the vast majority of the students. Because I think the pure Japanese type, Junjapa type is the word I'm going to be using for a lot of this. They constitute about 60 to 70% of the student body, and then internationalized types would constitute about 15%, and then returnees would constitute the rest. And then some Junjapa are returnees. Actually, that's a good chunk of FLA. But, they didn't really embrace their foreign culture nearly as much. And it's created some very strange, not really dichotomous, but like very odd variables that you would see with people's personalities. And that's why it's a little bit difficult to date in Japan. One of my friends said that, if you try to date someone, some girls will perceive you as just having yellow fever. Well, I mean, that's what he told me, so. I mean, that's not really yellow fever if you're just, going after, look at the selection. It's like, oh, if I date a white girl, it's Sophia, what are people going to think of me? Oh, if I date a Japanese girl, it's Sophia, what are people going to think of me? No, if you date any girl at your university, it's just, unless you're like, okay, I specifically want to date this type of Japanese girl, she better wear a maid dress. Unless you say stuff like that, people are going to be like, people aren't going to think anything of it. I mean, they're going to be like, okay, yeah, cool, the girl's dating a white guy, or the girl's dating a foreigner guy, or whatever. But, it's not that perception. But the fact that foreigners have a lot of experience in relationships and dating and stuff like that is somewhat intimidating to people who are not accustomed to it. And the stereotype in general of Americans is that we are open. And that means open sexuality, which, Japanese people are very conservative. So that's it's a very difficult thing to get by. But that's pretty much what I was trying to say yesterday. Alright, so thank you guys again for your support, and yesterday's video was just absolutely hilarious. I love watching my own reaction. I don't know if that's narcissistic or not. It was just, everyone commenting down below was really funny too. And that's my little staple for the channel. I reply to every comment you post. I try to make it as interactive of a channel as possible. And we're almost at 500 subscribers, and I said a long time ago I wanted to do something special for 500 subscribers, so I'm not really sure what I'll do yet. I'll figure that out soon enough. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave me a nice comment down below what you think of my idea on, well, what I said here. And I know what I'm going to do for Friday's video. I mentioned on, what was it, Sunday, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I know what I'm going to do now. You'll see on Friday. But as for now, have a good week, Phoenicians. And sorry that school vlog wasn't out on Monday, but the ground was shaking. But yeah, can't control it, right? Alright, take it easy, Phoenicians.
When once was a lad of 22, I fell upon my way. My life devoid of meaning, and my conscience led